The following is a presentation of the Hello Chicago Network. Hello, Chicago Network is on the air. Hello, everybody. I'm Ryan Yanishadis. It's time to focus for this Thursday, April the 9th, as it is, it's time to focus on those White Sox. And we're going to talk about them. Let's take a look and see how the week that was for the Southsiders. And I mean, we're basically, because of course, last Thursday we covered the opening week. So now let's talk a little bit about just the weekend and what a job against the Toronto Blue Jays, finally opening up on the south side of Chicago, and they played very well all week, and they complete the sweep of the Toronto Blue Jays, the team that was representing the American League in the World Series last year. They looked good. I mean, everything kind of was going their way. Miguel Rojas looked good, Colson Montgomery, everything, and then the pitching actually looked good. And the Blue Jays, I don't know if this is more, and you're going to get that from a national standpoint, more of a worry about the Blue Jays than it is thinking that the White Sox are going to be this juggernaut. But I think the White Sox will take it. A nice 3 wins after a rough 1-5 road trip where you get swept by Milwaukee, lose 2 out of 3 in the second series, and I'm blanking on where they played, but they so I think right now you got to be happy, or Miami, that was it. So I think you got to be so happy how you come out, win the first 3 games at home against the defending champions. You were able to stop Vladimir Guerrero Jr. And again, they did lose Alexander Kirk. He got hit on the wrist, so he was out. And then so I think overall you got to be interested to see where this team goes from here. Obviously, I don't think, and I think Brandon, for you folks that know, he's been on here, Raise the Bar, representing Raise the Bar TV, but he's a big Sox fan, and I know he's going to be excited, and you got to be, because I think, like I said, I continue to say that they're on the uptick, and they got so many, and I heard it, because now living in Kenosha, I've actually been able to hear I've been listening to because usually I'm local to the Chicago teams, but on MLB TV, maybe since it's ESPN took over, I can hear the other announcers, and I like hearing the other, because I like to hear other teams' perspectives on them. And there was a lot of, and I mean, the Toronto Blue Jays announcers, Dan Schulman, who's great, said that he thinks that with the White Sox, he thinks that looking at them, they have some great pitching prospects coming up, and they got offense. So this is getting put together, ladies and gentlemen. But I think this is a great start. Take care of a team at home. Great job by the White Sox. Let's preview the week. Monday through Wednesday, they face the Orioles, and then over the weekend they'll be quickly on the road, and they'll be in Kansas City to take on the Royals. So it should be interesting. I mean, the Royals are a division opponent. They're young. They're probably where the White Sox want to be in the next few years. I mean, the White Sox were a playoff caliber team, or the Royals were in the playoffs a couple of years ago. They're set with Bobby Witt, and they got Caglione, and they got Vinny Pasquantino. So they got the offense, and now they're just trying to work around, I think, trying to find the pitching to make them a viable team. And I think that's where the White Sox probably next year in the Royals thing, where in that Royals spot, maybe a little behind, but so I think the White Sox taking the blueprint from the Kansas City Royals, and we'll see them this week. But I think a great job overall by the Chicago White Sox. Great week. Where we are recording this, I think on Tuesday. So they did drop the opener to the Orioles, but we'll get more into that next week. Enjoy the sweep of the Blue Jays to start the home portion of the schedule for the Southsiders. So that'll do it for me for the week. As the White Sox, we'll talk Cubs, White Sox next week. We're going to open up next week with the Chicago Bulls. We haven't talked about the Jay Nivey situation, and then cleaning house in the front office. And my thought as well, I've been Billy Donovan. The season finishes on Sunday, so Monday will be the final Bulls focus, and we'll kind of put all that together as we get closer, and then we start focusing more, for at least for the Bulls, on the draft lottery on May 10th, and who the Bulls then go after. This is possibly the look with 2 top 15 picks. Should be big. And we'll talk about all that and address that on the final edition, final focus here in season 2 of the Chicago Bulls, which has been a season where you started 5-0, and they were eliminated by New Year's. So it is what it is. So that'll be opening up the week next week. Don't forget, in 2 weeks, we're unfocusing in Las Vegas all week for WrestleMania. So check us out there as well. We'll have more information about that, and we're going to show all the sights and sounds from Vegas in 2 weeks. A week from today, I'll be in heading to Vegas. So by the time this airs, 2 weeks or next week at this time, should be on the strip finding a casino near you. So we'll see how it goes, and we're going to be tracking that. Also, again, Raise the Bar TV. I talk about it a lot, but I'm also on there 3 days a week as well with Ringside Report, and then crossover. We talk sports as well. So go look at Raise the Bar TV on Facebook, and you can see the 3 days that I'm not here, I'm there. So that's that. So everyone, have a great weekend. Happy 70th birthday to my mom tomorrow. That woman is a saint. She's always been there for me, even coming out a few years ago. It took her some time, but she would never turn her back on her family. She's an unbelievable mother. I love her so much, and she's my rock. And she's shown me every day, no matter what obstacles, how many jobs she has worked to be able to support her family and make a life for her. And I have the greatest support system you could ask for, and my mom and my dad and my sister, my niece, everyone. So, but it started with my mom's mom, my great grandma, Eileen, or Grandma Eileen, but that's my dad's side. Great grandma Doris, to my grandma Katie, to my mom, and then of course my 2 aunts as well. So come from a lot of love, and happy 70th birthday to my mom. I'm spending this weekend with her, so we might do a couple shows next week. A few of them might be from the Cubs corner. So we'll see how that is, but I can't wait to spend the weekend with my mom. Happy 70th birthday, and you deserve the world. Okay, that'll do it for us, everyone. To close out the week, we always show you some of the best stuff. It's exactly what we're going to do. Have a great week. Like the video if you like what you hear. Comment your thoughts on the White Sox, and subscribe to the Hello Chicago Network YouTube channel every Monday through Thursday, 3:12 Central. We're focusing on Chicago sports. Have a great weekend. I am Ryan Yanishadis from the Hello Chicago Network. We're the focus of Chicago sports. Line drive. That's a base hit into all the way to the wall for Nico Horner. Amaya's going to round third. He's going to. Oh no, it's not good when the catcher's running. Oh boy, he's out. Oh,
safe. They might review that.
Let's see. There might be a review, but it's going to be. And let's see. Did he get? It's a double. And as of right now, no review yet. It's Kirk Suzuki holding up his hand. And if he's still holding, and they're going to review. So let's see. So let's see here. But what a job, Miguel Amaya. It's always interesting seeing a catcher plow through the bases like that.
Yeah.
Oh wait, are they going to say they didn't do it in enough time?
Oh, that must be. Yeah, I think. I think that's what it is. You only get a certain amount of time.
You only get a few seconds.
Yep. So you got to make it quick. That's what's going on. Yeah, you're out of time. Yeah, I'll probably saying it right here. I don't know. Tomorrow with being Dylan Cease coming to the White Sox.
Yeah, that's awesome. I think that'll be fun.
That's nice for him to come in there, and I don't know, with the weather being it's be cold, warm. It's supposed to be 60 degrees, 70 degrees. But the White Sox, they got to prove that they can tame this big boys, because you see the Blue Jays, they're a big, powerful team. They just came off the World Series, losing to the Dodgers.
The 6th. Happy 17th birthday to my niece Bristol. Hope you have a great day. As always, where'd the time go? I feel like yesterday. She was born on opening day 2009, and now it's 2026. God, good Lord. But anyway, hope everyone had a great week, and hope everyone had a great Easter. I did a little brunch thing yesterday. Also, personal news, announced my fiance and I's wedding. We get married now in 364 days in the High Roller Ferris wheel in Las Vegas. We made it official Valentine's Day weekend. We've met with a wedding planner, invitations out. Everyone's gotten them and been notified. So it's pretty real. And now the next 364 days, we figure out who's going to be there, the stress of the destination wedding. We're going to Vegas in a couple of weeks. We're going to get our first chance to see the Ferris wheel. So all that exciting stuff.